Well, any of you guys know what the score is? Oh, good. Welcome, everybody. I figured I'd put a little sports logo up there, even though I'm not interested in the game myself, but I know a lot of folks are. There are a bunch of parties and gatherings going on tonight, so I guess that's good. But not with Arnaldo, man. He is up and with us from Spain. Thank you, buddy. Always glad you're with us. Chet's in the house. So, we are going to talk about the most important game, and that obviously is the game of how we play our lives. That's the game that will matter tomorrow. I doubt any of you have any vested interest in the outcome of this other game tomorrow. So, let's talk about what really matters. Hey, I want to do something right off the bat here. If you have a candle, you might want to grab just from the standpoint that I wanted to add a little extra protection tonight, and, so if you have a candle, I'm not going to be able to put this on camera the whole time, but I am going to light it together, and then we'll put it off, put it off. Mary's asking what was shot down. We're going to get into that. I don't know. I've been pretty busy here for the bulk of the afternoon, so I haven't checked any news, but, yeah, if you have a candle, what I'd like to do is, solidify ourselves around unity and intention. We didn't do this last week. I think it was 2 weeks ago, didn't we, that we did the alien special where we sent energy to whatever beings or folks were out there listening? That was about 2 weeks ago, and then all this crazy stuff started happening. So let's do this before we get started. I'm going to go ahead and light this one, obviously. If you have one, light your own, and set an intention just as you do. So let's I wanted to have this be really interactive tonight because I know that we are all asking the same question that I saw on Twitter this afternoon when I did peek in. What's going on? They are saying another expletive in there, but I'm going to keep that out because I want our conversation to be as uplifting. And there were parts of some of the stuff that's going on right now that I kind of thought maybe we'd dance into, and I was just like, "No, I don't want it in our space." This space is holy and pure. This space has been proven over coming up yeah, 2 years in August. Just amazing, and it's you guys doing it. I mean, it's like, wow. So, um, I do want to keep this high ground. But there are a couple of thoughts that I've had that we can explore. Hey, Sophie. Yeah, what a full moon, right? With the, wasn't it, in a T square to Uranus? Absolutely. Hi, Nina. Nina Marie, good to have you with us. Alright, so let me get caught up here. I just popped over to Facebook to see those names. So, Sophie, I'm so glad that, you're able to join us, and we're loving all those beautiful pictures of Ivy. So thank you for sharing them. Keep it up. We love watching her grow and watching you grow into being a mom. It's fun. So it's great. Um, let me do my little part here of just what I threw together, which kind of has been we had a lot of chatter on this over the weekend, but let me just go ahead and put this up and we'll take a look at this here real quick. And then, so the one thing that's been really active over about the last 4 days are these sun flares. That picture of the on the left is the sun that is showing those flares. Now, there's something about sun flares that um, is significant, at least as far as what we're when we start looking at these things, and the sun flare apps or however you get the information start to go off a lot. As I understand it, like this big one peeled off the top of the sun this week was pointed north, pointed up. And for us to experience the electromagnetic wave that has to be pointed to us because, in space, an object can like, it can't go up. There's no way it can turn. It's gonna go whatever's in that trajectory. So when these flares burst off of the surface of the sun, the ones that are directed to Earth, at least it kind of follows the same thing as a rocket would in an orbit. You fire the rocket, and it goes until you do something else, and that's the way these are, until they at least hit the Earth's orbit field, and then it becomes then it becomes part of us. So, uh, as we're looking and as we're seeing these flares come up, backward here, slides, sorry, guys. Hold on. I miscued the cue. Oh, I did it again. Here, let me get caught up with myself here. Hang on. Sorry. Live broadcast. Okay, here we go. All right. So, as these things are moving toward us, just remember the ones that are off in these other areas, those are probably not going to hit Earth. Okay. Now, the big one that hit yesterday morning was directed, as you can see on this little bell curve looking thing, that more directly impacted South America stronger, Central and South America. But that was the X1 that we had yesterday morning, and that was a really powerful sun flare. And the last X1 that we had, I believe, was 2 weeks ago, midweek. So we did have a big one yesterday, and if you felt it, then you know that, I mean, this stuff is really going on. Okay, now, this kind of is very interesting. Those of you who follow it know what it is. It's the Schumann resonance chart. And look with all these solar flares going on, how that thing has just basically gone almost flatline. This measures from Tomsk, Russia, an observatory in Tomsk, Russia, measures the Schumann frequency, 528 hertz, which is said to be the Earth's frequency. Normally, that thing is very white and very busy. There's a Schumann resonance Facebook group, and people over there I saw were scratching their heads as to what's going on with this thing. Has it flatlined? Is it not operating correctly? Or are these flares affecting it? Or did we even have an EMF kind of situation? I don't know. Just looking. Melissa posted this, and now you guys are talking about it. So let's just catch up here with what you guys are saying. So Mary first asked um, what might have happened, and evidently it's around the area of Lake Huron, and then the comment about an asteroid headed toward France. Hadn't heard about that one. Is this all a distraction? Melissa, I am so glad you had the best day. That's just awesome. See, creating your own reality, right? So, so here is either the 4th or 5th item, UFO, whatever, shot down. Another Midwest than by Lake me and Lake Huron. I hadn't heard about all these other ones. So, um, just catching up with your comments here. Yeah, we've been having these low level and then occasional high level um, flares. Hello from Thailand. Wow, Wendy. Hey, we'll have to find out what's going on with you. And look, we Caroline Horn is with us. That's awesome. There's Caroline right there. Hey, Caroline, glad you're here. This is great. Yeah, Arnoldo, it did. That was about the time that the Schumann chart flopped like that, which I guess from might be a correlation, right? All right. So let's see what other goodies I put in here. Oh, this was seen over Turkey. There were 2 of these that were seen over Turkey. In Colorado, you'd say, "Well, oh, that's just a lenticular." Well, it seems to be more blast related. I don't know. 10-year anniversary of is that Chernobyl? No, Chernobyl's a long time ago. Don't remember that one. Um, and then, so here, yeah, so that, image, that doctored up image is the big one that broke off the north end of the sun, the north side of the sun that, um, all the headlines were saying had scientists so surprised. And see, that was so my thought, somebody else commented in there too about that plasma breaks off from the sun all the time. Well, that was my thought, that maybe now just the sophistication of the monitoring devices are just, finding something. I don't know. I don't study this, so I don't know, and I don't want to get into speculative stuff, but all of those, like yesterday, 10:59 AM, then 11:09 AM, and then today at 9:09 this morning, all of these alerts going off, and if you've been following it, you know that this stuff has been going on, for the last, couple of weeks, several weeks. So, this weekend has been especially active in this area. So, see, this is, wow, look at all of this, goodness sakes. Melissa is our grounding tonight. She is our grounding. She had a great day, and this is, um, another balloon. So, something is going on. I think we could definitely agree on that. I never from the minute I heard about the earthquake in Turkey, something just didn't settle right. So I don't know on that either. There's been a lot of speculation. Hey, Brielle, glad you guys are with us. I'm burning your candle. Burning your candle. Thank you for this. We're putting it to good use. Here's what I've been thinking about this afternoon. We are the ones who are conscious, and we are the ones that are going to stand for our freedom, and we're going to stand for the raising of the consciousness on the planet, and we are going to be available when called into service to facilitate the raising of that consciousness. We're going to be there with answers when asked, but we're also not going to be evangelical. We're not cramming anything down anybody's throat, but we will be there with solid, firm answers as they come clear. We're not going to be speculators. We're not going to talk out of our school of knowledge, and we're not going to be know-it-alls, you know? I think that's part of the energy of what we're doing, and Melissa just nailed it. It's like we are standing firm in the grounding that we have as conscious people. Fear is not an energy level that we're going to hang out at. So, I think that's the best position right now. We've been through one cycle of all of this, the pandemic. We've learned a lot from that. We each learned our own lessons from that, and we've learned lessons in the post after game analysis of the pandemic. So we've all been able to formulate our own opinions. We're all smart people. We all have our own abilities to come up with our own ideas. We don't need to formulate that here. That's for sure. What we are doing here is we are standing for higher ground, and that's what we will continue to do. When we know more, we'll analyze it based on what we are told, and I think somebody said in here that, uh, don't believe everything you hear. The the wise person searches and tests the spirits. There's a verse from the Bible. Test the spirits to see if they are of God. Test the spirits to see if they are true. Test what you're hearing to see if it holds up. See if 2 plus 2 equals 4 in all of these things, because they're see, if we go back just in little bit of astrology here, the United States Neptune is up in our area of the country's public platform. Neptune is about lies and deception, illusion, delusion. That was baked into our DNA in that prominent position. Well, right now, Neptune in the sky is exactly opposite that. So there is a lot shaking out, at least from the perspective of the United States. And in many cases, the narratives around the world are parallel or at least not too unsimilar. So, um, so I I mean, that's to me, that's just the best position. And just observe. Just watch. Got a friend in here that says, "I'm just gonna watch the show, pop popcorn." So let's see what other comments we have here. Oh, that's interesting. The sky being a deeper shade of blue. I didn't catch that. Hey, Brittany. Good to see you tonight. Glad you are here. Ah, here somebody felt the same about the earthquake. I know. And I didn't read much about it. It's obviously super tragic. I looked at the astrology chart and I was like, hmm, good astrologer didn't pick that time. Um, love always counteracts fear. You got it. Let's see what Melissa says here. My gut intuitive thought is this is a test and a chance for us to ground and protect and do what we've learned. Activate it now. Game on. All we read and discuss. Here we go, guys. Time to level up and do it. Yeah, yeah. Hold the space, right? Um, see who that might have been. That was Wendy. Well, you take care, Wendy, and thanks for checking in from Thailand. That's awesome. Hey, Dominic. Yeah, you gotta hit that speak pipe thing for it to, when people get on, like, "Here's Melissa," uh, you hit that there's a speak pipe link there, and you have to hit it and say, "Yes, it's okay to put my name up there on the chat box." That's what that little thing is. Glad you're with us tonight. Thank you. Glad you guys are here. We've got the big game going on, I know, but obviously this is a big game too. So, look, for me, it's really nothing has changed. It's observing these things and not I you know, it's kind of fun. I mean, it's different, that's for sure. Nothing to fear. I mean, I hope you don't have fear. If you have fear, then I would really, encourage you to, release that and shift that energy because it just doesn't seem like there's anything right now to be afraid of. So, like my friend said, just enjoy the show right now and keep plenty of popcorn on yeah, somebody said there might be, yeah. So just keep popcorn on hand and do what we do, and that is to send love into this situation. So let's get about doing that now. Eh, unless if any of you have any other comments or questions or anything, go ahead and drop those into the chat. But, the best thing for us to do here tonight together is to combine our energies like we've done so many times, and it's that combined energy that takes us to that high ground that really helps set our week positively. Melissa, I am so thrilled that you had such a great day today, and, that's how we stay in these high vibrations. I think the other thing too, it's like the oh, whoops, there's a game tonight. Oh, do you want me to pull a card? I can do that. Um, oh, Brittany, I don't think we have time to go into that right now. It's the flares that are coming off of the sun. Yeah, just turn it off. Um, let me slide around this desk, and I can run up there and pull a card real quick. That's a great idea. I love it, and that deck is so powerful. Alright, I'm going to blow the candle out because I am trapped in here. Alright, I'm going to turn this just cock it that way for just a second, and I'll be right back. Van life is great. It's the best. It really is. I'm getting along with the van very well. Um, so here's our Lightseers deck that has just been so good to us when I got it when, Brittany Greer was with us on our trip in North Carolina in October. It has been great, and I'm going to do kind of what I do typically with this. I'm sorry I can't show you, but I'm just shuffling. Esmond, I wish you could pick this. I wish you could draw this card. I've been doing this since I started, and I know everybody kind of has their ritual. Some people throw the cards across, and then the ones that fall out. I did this probably when I was in Eureka Springs, that very first time I drew the same card 4 times. I shuffle the deck 3 times, and then I just cut it where I pull a few off the top, a third and a third and a third, and then this goes, um, under here, and on someone and on the ones that run top. So that's just what I do. It works for me. Alright. Oh, I wish you guys could help me do this, but for all of us together, just feel the energy of them. Esteban, focus on a card. You focus on a card, and we'll pick up on that same energy. How about that? It actually said, "There it is." I was running my hand over it and it said, "There it is." Oh my god. This deck. Can you Oh my goodness. Number 19, the sun. Esteban said, "Let's pick a let's pick a, card and see what the universe has to say to." It's Oh my gosh. So when we see all of these, here's our message. Joy, inspirational success, abundance and fulfillment, exuberant creativity, positivity, love, manifesting dreams, inner beauty, a yes card. I hope you guys are as touched as I am. Esmond, thank you for the suggestion. What's the shadow side of this card? Delays, negative mindset, self-doubt or lack of confidence, a need to tune out a negative mindset and to find inspiration. The sun breathes life into everything it touches. Radiating brightly, he creates a path of love and harmonic abundance. This is a card of joyful celebration and a vibrant sign of positivity and success. Expect to find bliss and be ready to take inspired action based on radical positivity and generosity. Allow others to allow others to bask in the warm glow of your beaming heart and your inspired mind. Perhaps people will feel drawn to you when the sun card arrives. Um, Hello, charisma. Live it up. This card is a tri- this card is a reassuring sign that things are unfolding beautifully. You are perfect, whole, and loved by the cosmos. It may be time to deal with any feelings of inadequacy or not enoughness in order to find your shiny confidence. The sun is on its way to illuminate the corners of your heart and to set your world ablaze with opportunity and inspiration. I am whole. I am more than enough. I shine like the sun when I am happy. I will take a picture of that and put it in the Facebook group. So those of you in the Facebook group will see that, and I'll put the card with it. I am loving awareness. just catch up with your yeah, it's amazing, wasn't it? You guys are celebrating this. Oh, man, incredible. Um, let's just go to our meditation. That's the space. What a beautiful moment. Esmond, I really honor you for not only, um, saying to draw the card, but also for focusing your attention and intention to the deck and then to produce that card. Wow. Let's do Om. Let's go to high energy. Om is supposed to be in the 700s of Fred's scale. And as we do, Brielle said this, I had the little slide up here. We've used it in the past. I am loving awareness. I am living my highest timeline today. I am the co-creator of my reality. I am loving and lovable. Take a good exhale, and then let's do an Om 3 ohms together. Let's do 3. Inhale. Om. Om. We call on the light that is brighter than the sun to guide us in this meditation. Only love and light are welcome. Any fear, any doubt, any trepidation, any angst has to leave now and is replaced with love, replaced with gratitude. How could you not be grateful when you draw a card like that? Thing was a blank check. We haven't done this variety of our meditation in a while, and it just feels right tonight. Let's picture ourselves at the beach. Many of you are going to be traveling over spring break coming up, at least in the northern hemisphere, and going to beaches. Some of you live near beaches. Let's think of ourselves near the beach or on the beach together. Our group is together again. And yes, there's Brittany with us, right there with us, even in her wheelchair on the beach. Brittany, you're right there in the sand. We love our Brittany. In fact, we put her in the middle. Brittany reminds us to keep it simple and to love purely. And we get in a big circle. We don't know what each other looks like specifically. Oh, we've seen sometimes when we have our little after chat, but it's all about the energy. You've seen names of people popping up and think of them energetically now, and we're all together, and we get in a big circle and we hold hands. And with our holding hands, we picture somebody on our left, picture one of the names that you've seen or heard, and they are on your left. And then another name, someone you've seen, know, and they're on your right. Whoever comes to mind, that's the right person. Squeeze the hand of the person on your left, and then squeeze the hand of the person on your right. Send them gratitude and love right now. And now pass that around the entire circle. So that we are sharing love and gratitude with each of us, with each other. No one is untouched. And it's in this that we bind our energies together. When we started doing this, people would bring requests and we would offer them up. If you have something that you would like this group to support you with, just intend it and picture yourself walking out into the circle and there by Brittany, not far away. Just drop your request down in the sand. And as you drop it in the sand or as you step back, think of it as fulfilled. See it only as past tense fulfilled, no longer ongoing, no longer in the present. And if that tugs a little bit, do some extra releasing of what it is that you're trying to request that has permanence with you. Let it go. Be willing to let it go. We had cancer healed a couple of times in this group very clearly. Michelle Noy's son, Doug, clear. Cheryl, my friend in St. Augustine, she's not with us tonight. She's doing much better. And just like we've been able to stand around in this circle and support each other's requests and needs and health issues and whatever else is going on, the world needs that same healing and that same energy. So our gift tonight is to the world. Hold each other We present these requests to our co-creating source, God, universe, Gaia, all that is, highest source. Thank you for co-creating the answers to these requests. But now we are going to focus our energy to the sky, and that symbolizes our whole planet. The war-torn areas, the areas that are trying so hard to deceive, areas of fear and uncertainty, areas of economic unsettlement, all of it. We send out what we read in that card together to the world. And we know that in some cases, many cases, the world is not ready for that yet. But we also send that this world will truly change. Do the pray rain exercise over the world changing. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's a technique by Greg Braden, Native American in New Mexico, went to sacred family land. There'd been a drought for a long time, several years. It simply would not rain. He invited Braden to go along to watch a little ceremony that he did, where he basically went out into a circle, an ancestral circle on this property, dug his toes into the earth, dry, hard ground, did some dancing, some traditional dancing, wiggled his feet some more into the ground, lifted his arms and his head, and thanked the Great Spirit for the privilege of co-creating. Didn't say thank you for the answer, said thank you for the privilege of co-creating. And then he walked back to the vehicle and said to Braden, "Come on, let's go eat." Shocked, Braden asked him, "What in the world was that?" He said, "I prayed rain. I felt it raining. I felt the rain on my shoulders, my arms, my hair. I felt the rain in the soil making mud, digging my feet in the wet clay because it was raining." He felt every fiber of it in his being. To him, it was raining. At night on the 10 o'clock news, the weatherman announced rain for the first time in months. You pray the feeling. You don't ask, you don't beg, you pray the outcome and the feeling of the outcome. So pray, rain, that the world will embrace the shift to higher consciousness. Pray that the masses will wake up. see it, feel it, experience in your reality what it would be like if that were true. And then thank Source for the privilege of co creating. Thank God. Thank the Great Spirit, because an awake planet would be a changed planet. We wouldn't have to go down the laundry list of stuff that needs to be addressed. It would just get changed naturally. Lies and deception would go away so fast, we wouldn't recognize the truth. All the corruption, gone, wiped out, wouldn't be tolerated. See, low energy accepts lies. High energy even repels lies, certainly does not accept them. High energy creates positivity. Could you imagine a highly conscious newscast? There's one for you. Like, where you really wanted to watch the news because you were going to find out all the high consciousness stuff going on around us? Wow. We'll be nice to each other. Can you see it? Now let's take a couple of steps in our circle, and instead of holding hands, we lock arm over shoulder with the person that we've chosen for our left and our right. Take a step in so that we are that close toward Brittany. And let's close with a unifying Om. By this, we are taking our intentions that we have set, our prayer, our pray rain. We are locking it in with one mind, with agreement across all of us who are on this call or watching in the future, and our co-creator source. Our exhale releases the old. We breathe in the new. Oh. Namaste, and so it is. Don't you guys love going to the beach on Sunday night? Isn't that fun? That's just so cool. I think of a story that Bob Proctor told in his audio program of a couple of kids that learned this material. They taught this from their parents, and little girl, they asked her what she wanted for her birthday. She said a particular toy. As the birthday got closer, the parents checking in wisely said, "Do you still want that toy?" And she said, "No, I've played with it in my mind. I don't need it." played with it enough in my mind. That's great. Let's see if I can get rid of that. There we go. Oh, boy. Well, guys, that's just been a special evening. Thank you so much. The Sun card. We'll never, ever forget this one. Wow. Alright, and I will take a picture of it and put it in the Facebook group. Thank you so much for, uh, staying with us here. Let me catch up on just a couple of notes to wrap up. Ah, so Melissa, thank you for this. Kept hearing, "Don't let your problems rain your day." Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This is great, guys. Thank you so much, and, we'll be back next week, and let's just carry this through. So as we see all the stories of whatever might happen this coming week, we're just going to go back to our Sun card. That would be a great photo to take with your phone too, wouldn't it? Grab a screenshot of that, and that's what we'll just stand in. Just stand firmly in the confidence that all is well. We've had so many messages tonight, but my goodness, how could you do this and not be touched? We are blessed. We are truly blessed. This was huge. I wish you a great, wonderful week. I'll be checking in. Got a lot of podcasts done. There was a new Subconscious Mind Mastery released yesterday. Got some good fun astrology podcasts coming up, and I'm recording with Robert for a new batch on Tuesday morning. So we've got a lot of great stuff to keep us all inspired. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for breaking away from the game. I really appreciate that. I do. And for standing in this special time. If we had all been watching the game, this never would have happened. Esmond, I salute you again. You are precious. And thank you for being so close to all of our hearts in this circle and for being such a supporter of what we're doing here. You and Arnaldo. I mean, my goodness, Arnaldo up at 2 a.m. every Monday morning to be in our circle and to do this with us. What a treasure. You guys are amazing. May you get all of it back a hundredfold. Have a great week. See you on the podcast and the Facebook group and back here again next Sunday. Thanks for being here.